Yo, check. What's going on? This is Gant, Elgant. Checking out Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Hey yo, it's your boy Monster Man Rocco.
It's your boy Swagger Rock.
This is Snack the Ripper.
Hey, you have to go, you don't know.
This is Master Ace. You are now rocking with the best. Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records.
Breaking Records Radio. Let's go.
Breaking Records Radio.
Press 5 now, you check Breaking Records Radio.
Breaking Records, man. Radio is like the place to be. I don't fuck strange music, dude.
Oh man, dope. Are you guys? Hopefully, you guys, when you tour the album, hopefully you guys come back out here, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Canada's probably our favorite. We had such a good time just touring. We had fun throughout the entire country. Like we got to see the not only the big cities, but Toronto, and we got to see like the guts.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope, man.
yeah, because you guys started on the West Coast, didn't you?
No, we started in PEI.
Oh,
in Charlottetown.
East. Yeah.
And then we moved to then we were in Quebec City and Montreal, and then Toronto, and then we went to Thunder Bay. So we went to Thunder Bay. That was hilarious. That was fun actually. And we played in Winnipeg, and then we played in Edmonton, and then we played in Calgary. And then we played in this town called Nelson, like a ski town. That was a crazy night too.
Oh yeah.
Those smaller towns are the ones that just like they go wild. And then we went to Vancouver and then Seattle.
Oh man. Yo, you guys.
We drove across. Yeah, we went from ocean to ocean.
You guys drove too.
Yeah, man. We made
shit.
it a point. We were like, yeah, we're gonna have fun, man. We're gonna make this a road trip.
Yeah, you might as well travel, right? You know what I mean? Like that's the best part about touring. Is actually
we wanted to see it, man.
Yeah. No, that's crazy though, man. Like, and do you know what else too? I gotta commend you for having such a fucking good memory, and especially a good memory about the places you traveled in Canada. Because I can tell you straight up, man, I've only been out east once. I toured there. We did like 11 shows or something, and I can't remember the names of even half the towns. You know what I mean? So the fact that you coming from the States,
you know what that is too, man. It's me being more in the present now. Like I wasn't like that before. I was always worried about the next day, but.
Yeah.
Anywhere I go now, I'm like, the smaller towns. I'm like, when am I going to be back here again? I got to look. I got to see what's going on here, man. Like it's different now.
And that's the beautiful part about touring too. Is like you really gotta, like every stop we make, we ask the locals like, what would you do around here if you're here for a day? You know what I mean? And try to go out and make a point to do that before you hit the venue or the Airbnb or the hotel or whatever. It's like. Experience each town and city and what it has to offer. Like, it's work, but you could treat it like a vacation.
We made such a connection with the Canadian fans. I think more than anything, we made such a connection. We just had a lot of dope fans there, and their enthusiasm was really dope. It was fun, and like it was very eye opening because you're always aware of the bigger markets, but you don't. Up until then, I never heard of Thunder Bay. I didn't know what the hell Thunder Bay was, or or those even like Winnipeg. I never thought I'd ever be in Winnipeg at some point, but like we end up hitting these towns up and meeting amazing people and having a great time, and we're like, yo, I can't wait to come back here, and then doing a dope show, and then having those fans be like, we can't wait for you to come back here, like that. My favorite thing to do is tour because I like making that genuine connection.
Yeah. Yeah, and you meet people all around. And one thing I can tell you too about Canada, I don't know what it's like touring the States. I've only performed down there a few times, and it's been literally New York, LA. That's it. But one thing I can tell you about Canada is, everybody when they come here, they want to focus on those markets they know about, like your Vancouver and your Toronto. But honestly, like you said, like your Thunder Bays, like your smaller towns that are far and, in between the route, those are your most important markets. Like some of the most successful, up and coming underground dudes here in Canada, that's where they make their bread and butter. Like they don't even do shows in Toronto and stuff because the market's not there. Like Toronto's too overpopulated. It's got like its own kind of scene and stuff, but they sell out venues and all the surrounding cities.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And that's what we said. We're like, next time we got to go to like Sault Ste. Marie, and then like Saskatoon. Like we we're already picking other places out. We're like, we're going to hit that. And I'll tell you who we learned that from actually was Snack the Ripper, because because he was on our EP and we had a connect. We have a mutual management for bookings. So we talked to him, and he explained like the kind of his strategy when he was first, kind of coming up.
Was that Perry?
And, what's that?
Perry?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, talking to those guys, like, they were doing it right. So like, and they were like, yeah, we did Canada 3 times before, and then we did Europe a bunch of times. Like, they understood what to do, and we're not afraid of hard work at all. Raz is a workhorse, and Jay is a workhorse, and I'm definitely a workhorse. So